Hello and welcome to EBAday 2020. My name is Stephen Spear and I am the Managing Director of Operations for the Americas region at Intercope. And what an interesting 2020 has been so far. So to all of our customers out there, we truly hope everyone has managed to stay safe and well during these uncertain times. Now, what I'd like to briefly touch on is Intercope as a company. We'd also want to take a quick look at the challenges being faced by the financial community today and how the Intercope box solution can alleviate a number of those challenges. So let's dive straight in and take a look at who we are. And I probably couldn't say any better than what we see on the slide here. Now, we are a software technology company that provides a payment solution to tier 1 institutions, central banks, service bureaus and market infrastructures around the world. We see a number of challenges here. Be it around security with the Swift Customer Security Program or the global adoption of the ISO 20022 standard, and even the evolution of global market infrastructure services. All of these areas and more are encapsulated within the box or the back office exchange messaging hub solution. To be able to successfully provide a service of this nature to our customers, it's extremely important that our critical processes around incident management are as stringent as can be. And you can see here on the slide that we have a strategic location map based on the customer footprints in specific locations, but also operational locations to meet the needs of our 24/7, 365 customer support model. There are a number of challenges that are facing the financial industry today. Now we see an evolution of technology that not only brings changes to the way customers manage their own internal systems, but also the way external platforms and services are evolving. The need for frictionless straight-through processing is real, and it in itself comes with, of course, a number of challenges. This is also coupled with the fact that legacy solutions cannot handle changes of this nature. So in the future, your infrastructure will require a refresh. Then the question is raised, should it be on-premise or should it be in the cloud? And we've had a number of these discussions very recently. And with all of these changes of this kind of nature, we need a timeline of how long all of this is going to take. If continuous operations is your area of interest, take a look at our webinar where we go into detail showing you how continuous operations can be achieved, how you are highly available to multiple networks and multiple CSMs at the same time, how the system is scalable based on the releases and patches that can be implemented online, and how all of this can be fully monitored by your operational teams. For ISO 20022, we look at how Box can be utilized when it comes to the conversion of messaging from MT to MX and vice versa, and the coexistent phase, but also how you can leverage Box in terms of changes that are going to be taking place across different market infrastructures. Now, in terms of Box security, now there are a number of areas here that we really need to cover. Here you can see that we cover from the CSP program with Swift through to change management, to the way that the user profiles are managed, the way that data is stored and confidential, and how that fits in with your overall resiliency, disaster recovery, and data protection plans. In terms of on-premise versus cloud solutions, now this is obviously something which has been at the forefront of discussions for a considerable amount of time. We look at on-premise versus hybrid, and then hybrid versus cloud. What does that look like within your institution, and how can you benefit accordingly? We also look at legacy solutions. How are you able to efficiently and effectively migrate from the legacy solutions that you're using today onto Box and able to harness the functionality and the overall flexibility that the solution gives you? And based on all of the items that we've just looked at, how is Box able to provide this level of richness and flexibility in its features? Well, it's through the heart of the solution. It's the way the internal workflow can be harnessed. The level of intricacy in the workflow comes down to the individual needs of the customer, of course. And again, this is something we would normally provide during a 2 to 3 day workshop. So take a closer look at the information we have out today and see how your institution can benefit from some of the features that we've just mentioned. And the last thing that we really can say is, and maybe the most important thing, enjoy the rest of your EBAday 2020.